Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Legend of Pharmacy. Yes, this video will pass your human anatomy and physiology 1. If you are having backlog in HAP-1, so this video is very important for you. Watch this video until last. In this video you will get important questions with how to write those particular questions. How can you write, what content you have to maintain, and notes also available here. If you want the notes, you can get it down the description. Number is there, you can message me there. Is the first one, 10 marks questions. Explain the structure of ear and physiology of hearing. Simple here. First you have to draw the ear diagram, a very neat ear diagram. Labeling you have to give and explain their function. Means labeling function only you have to explain, and at last you have to write the mechanism of hearing. It is very important. Then explain the various events of cardiac cycle with a neat labeled diagram. Cardiac cycle events you have to know here. Okay, first you define with the heart diagram, then you write the cardiac events, that is systole, diastole events are there. See, systolic, that all you have to write. Describe the stages of erythropoiesis and factors affecting in detail. Very simple thing. See, define erythropoiesis, then you write the stages. First you write all the stages. Okay, then you go on explaining one by one stage. At last you write the factors affecting the erythropoiesis. Then mention the clotting factors and write the mechanism of clotting of blood. Here first you have to write define clotting of blood. What is this define clotting factors. Then you go for the factors. At last you go for the mechanism of this clotting of blood. How actually, which type of the clotting factors will help here. These all you have to write. Then explain the internal structure of heart with a neat label diagram. Simple heart diagram, events you have to write, functions you have to write. Same what you wrote in the question number 2, same type you have to maintain here. Then in 5 marks, describe the structure and function of squamous and cuboidal epithelium. Simple, define epithelial, then you write the structure of this squamous, then you write the structure of the cuboidal with the functions. Minimum 8 to 10 functions should be there. Clear? Then write the function of blood. Here this question may ask in 10 marks. In 10 marks what you have to write, you have to define the blood, and you have to write in blood which type of components are there. You know, the WBC, RBC, platelets, all are there. These. Okay, you have to write a separate for them. You have to write separate composition. You have to write separate uses, that is separate functions of that. That all you have to write separately. In 5 mark also you have to write separately, but you have to reduce, okay, for the 5 marks. That is, you have to write for 3 pages. Then explain the physiology of muscle contraction. Define muscle, define skeletal muscle, actin myosin structure is very important here. And difference between smooth muscle and skeletal muscle also you have to write. If the space allows you, then you can write. But this you remember, if anywhere they ask muscle contraction or skeletal muscle, means this at least you write this one. Clear? Then explain the lymphatic circulation and functions of lymphatic system. Simple here, define what is this lymphatic system, then it consists of, what actually this lymphatic system consists of, then lymph formation, how the lymph is formed, lymph vessel, lymph capillary, functions of this all. These all you have to write down. And what is joint? Classify. First you have to define what is this joint, then you go for classification, explain those classification with example. Write a brief note on ABO blood grouping, write its significance in blood transfusion. Blood group A, B, blood group O, AB. Okay, these all you have to write with a chart. Chart also very important, you have to follow the chart here. And you have to write the significance of this blood transfusion. What is the importance? That too you have to write. Explain the structure of muscular tissue with one example. See, write one skeletal muscle and mechanism. Same what you wrote no, where here what you wrote no, same you have to write. Muscle contraction only, physiology of a muscle contraction you have to write. Same you have to write down there also. I have told you, wherever there is muscle contraction will come, muscle tissue will come, you have to write down that. You have to draw a diagram of the muscle tissue, then you go on writing. Actin myosin is very important in muscle. And explain the structure and function of the skin. Define skin with the structure, then you go for functions. Functions you have to explain separate. Okay, first you write skin protects from dehydration, then you write on the dehydration. What actually this dehydration is, how a skin protects, what type of skin shows the mechanism on the microbes, how can it prevent. This all you have to write. Describe the physiology of vision, eye diagram, mechanism you have to write down. Then what is ECG? Explain each component of ECG. Echocardiogram, you have to explain graph with figure. Then define sympathetic and parasympathetic. You have to define these sympathetic, parasympathetic. Then you go for functions and structure of these. And where do you found this sympathetic and parasympathetic? That too you have to write. Functions of spinal nerve or spinal cord. You have to write. First you draw the diagram of that spinal cord diagram. Then you go write the functions of that. And structure and function of cell, define the cell, then you write the structure, then you go for the function of that cell. Then bones, types of bones, see, define what is bones, then you write the types. Number is very important, bone number, total numbers, and also functions and origin. Okay, functions and origin, this is very important. Yes, these are the very important 14 questions in 5 marks and some 5 questions in 10 marks. You practice these, which are enough for your examination, with 2 marks questions from the year 2021 to 2023 annual supplementary. Okay, you keep all these things ready. It will help you a lot in your examination. Thank you.